Warface is a free-to-play first-person shooter created by Crytek using, you guessed it, the Cry engine. And they really want to make sure you know who they are, because every time you start up the game, somehow the game changes your volume to 100% on everything you can have, and it jump scares the shit out of you. The game was published in 2013 by Crytek itself, creating the European server, the North American server, and the Turkish server. Level Up Games published the game in Brazil, and Mail.ru published the game in Russia. And there's also this Vietnamese server, which no one really knows anything about. During the next few years, the game was perfect. The community was wholesome, the most played game mode was Clan Wars, and every gun was obtainable with Warface dollars.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But since everything was free, Crytek wasn't making any money. So, in 2016, tragedy struck. Crytek went bankrupt, leaving the game without updates for a few months, until later, in January 2017, My.com comes in and literally saves the fucking game.
¿Quieres?
This Legends not only revived the European server and added a regional server in Hong Kong so that Asian players would be able to play, not only revived the North American server and added another regional server on San Jose so that South American players would be able to play, not only revived the Turkish server... Okay, not the Turkish server. I mean, the server had literally less daily players than a single Warzone match. But at least they removed the IP blacklist that Crytek had on any IP address from Turkey, so that Turkish players could migrate their accounts to the European server. Yes, if you are Turkish and wanted to play in a server with more than 100 players, you had to use VPN. And finally, you could play on a normal server. Not only that, but you also had to blend in, because everyone hated the Turkish players. Speaking of, this video is sponsored by NordVPN. Just kidding, I didn't get sponsored. But please sponsor me, I really need money. Since Crytek went bankrupt, they founded Blackwood Games, which is pretty much the same guys under a different name. Oh, and they have this website where they say they have 200 plus employees. Warface might be the only game having 2 times more developers than the player base in one of their servers. Oh, and it says here that they already consumes over 8,500 liters of coffee. So if you're wondering what happens to your money after you buy a gun, yeah, coffee. Oh, and fun fact, they actually drank more liters of coffee than the amount of players playing the game right now on both EU and NA servers combined. On Brazil, things were not so easy. You see, Level Up Games didn't go bankrupt, therefore continued to publish the game. But they had a contract with Crytek. When a new update came out, Crytek would give it to Level Up, they would simply copy it, paste it on Google Translate, translate it to Portuguese, copy the translation, and slam it into the game. So when Crytek ghosted, they had no way to update the game since they had no contract with My.com. And they didn't try to sign the contract because that costs money, and since they also aren't sponsored by NordVPN, they couldn't afford that. That left the Brazilian server without a single update for more than 2 years.
Oh, 2 pumps! In case the first one missed, right? In case you can't hit me for 80, right? In case you can suck a fucking cock, right? Fuck you. Fuck the pump. Fuck this game, dude.
You know when games put up Christmas decoration on the map during that time of the year? Well, Crytek ghosted around that time. That means the same old tree that Crytek put up in 2016 was still there on 2018, in the middle of August.
Yo, you know crouch spamming's not supposed to be in the game, right?
Neither is my nuts on your chin. Yeah, but here we are, you know?
Finally, on October 2020, My.com also bought the Brazilian server and players are now migrating their accounts.
You are the best player in the game.
I know, man, I know.
I'm serious, dude.
And about the Vietnamese server, well, no one really knows. Some say it's dead, others say it's still rolling. My theory is that they changed the game into a mobile version just like Pokemon Go, you know? Where after you buy a gun, you press join match, and you go outside and play some team death matches with your neighbors. Warface also had an Xbox 360 version that got discontinued, and now has a PC version, PS4 version, Xbox One version, Nintendo Switch version, mobile version, and as far as I know they have plans to make versions for the Nintendo 3DS, Tesla infotainment screen, and last but not least, the Samsung RS68N8941SL No Frost 593L smart fridge. So yeah, this was the video. If you liked it, make sure you stand up, go to the back of your room, and, well, hump your fan. And then like the video to let me know that you did it. And that's all. Have a good day.